And this is how you kick off a new year. It is Ned on the Underground, joined by the one, the only Zakk Wylde of Black
What
Label
are you doing, my
Society.
brother? What are you doing, buddy?
Oh man, I'm just excited to be talking to you, Zakk. Happy New Year, all that sort of thing. Do you have any New
I
Year's
got
resolutions? We'll kick things off with that.
yeah, well, yeah, New Year's resolution. I don't make them. You just keep doing what you were doing the year before. I keep,
Yeah, well,
you work hard, you be a nice person, you watch porn, you keep moving. You know what I mean? So gotta make sure your prostate's healthy. So yeah, it's all good. So you
well,
just
that's good,
carry on.
man. That's what you got to do. Just keep watching the porn, I guess, man. I love that right there. And Zakk, before I jumped on, I was checking out the website. I noticed there is a Zakk Wylde Christmas sweater, and this is something that I need to get for next Christmas. Was this your idea? You a big Christmas guy?
I get that for my wife every year. She gets her Zakk Wylde Christmas sweater, a black. Yes, and she has the same look of disappointment every year.
Oh, that is hilarious right there. If you want to pick one up, hit up blacklabelsociety.com. They are a bunch of fun. I need to get one. I didn't know they were about, but that is so awesome right there. Now, not to put too much of a downer on things here, Zakk, but I wanted to talk about the COVID situation and what's happening in your part of the world at the moment.
Well, I mean, we just got done doing. We did 44 shows in 50 days right before, right, I guess in October and November, and no, it was great. I mean, nobody got sick. Nothing. The shows were great. We went out with our good friends in Prong and Obituary, and we had a great time. So we're going out in probably about the schedule is probably in about 5 months from now. We're going out to Europe and then come back to America. Then hopefully be able to come down and see you guys in Australia, New Zealand, and then go to Asia, Russia, everywhere. Just tour for the next 2 years or so on the new album, and then we'll see where the boss is at with Ozzy, see how he's feeling. If he's ready to fire up the machine again, then we'll go out with the boss as well. So I mean, that's that's what the schedule is right now. So hopefully it'll happen.
Oh, I love that right there because it's pretty much shut everything down here. We've sort of had tours and stuff cancelled left, right, and center. But glad to hear that it's like back to normal in your part of the world there, Zakk. When it first hit, was that a good opportunity for you to sort of jump into the studio and get to work on Doom Crew Inc., or how did you go about things there?
I mean, for me, because people are like, oh, not torn and this and that. I mean, I'm usually doing 200 plus shows or close to 300 shows a year. So uh, for the time that we were home, I cherished every moment I had with
Yeah.
my family, the dogs. Just like walking them every day. And I told my wife, I said, if you've never had a chance to sleep and have insane sex with a professional dog walker, now's your chance. But yeah, I mean, no, I mean, I love being on the road every night. I thank the good Lord for being able to do what I love and everything like that. So I've never been one that when I'm on the road to go, man, I want to go home. I can't stand it. I've never done that ever. So that's where you put all the practice in. That's what you dream about doing. That's the reason why you have posters of Jimmy Page and all your heroes up on the wall. I still do, but I mean, that's the reason why you're doing it. But when I'm home, I love being home. You know what I mean? So I mean, for me during the lockdown, it was just a gave me more time to just roll with my family.
Yeah, it's a good time to sort of wind down a bit. And like you were saying, like a lot of you guys in the music industry really don't get that. So it's sort of might only pop up once, but thank goodness things are back to normal. And definitely hope you get out here, Zakk. The album Doom Crew Inc., though, it's been out since late November. How's the reaction been to it?
People have been getting violently ill, throwing up profusely, and dropping weight like they never have before. And everyone's getting a beach body ready because of this album.
Yeah.
Because people can't hold food down. As soon as they listen to it, they just get violently ill and go, "This thing's horrendous." So, but people are getting their beach bodies ready because of this record. But no, we had a blast making it. I mean, just you hope people enjoy it and get violently ill as much as we did making it.
I tell you what, speaking of violently ill, it's something that totally caught me off guard, Zakk, was when I first watched the video for Set You Free. That thing right there is like one of the best videos I think I've seen in the last 10, 15 years, man. Was that your idea?
Well, yeah, I asked Justin Reek, who's the you know, the Scorsese of or the Stanley Kubrick of Black Label videos. I asked him, I said, what I want to do is recreate my prom, my high school prom from Jackson Memorial High School in 1985. And I think the video captures it perfectly.
Yeah, I can imagine there would have been a few headlines after that one, Zakk.
Yeah, well, not where, I mean, I was in a small town. So, you know, Jackson, New Jersey, it's kind of a small little area. So nobody really didn't make a blip on the radar. But pretty much everything that happened in that video is what happened at my high school prom.
Oh,
The
I
bath
love that.
salts, the fighting, the ripping of the arms off, the
Yeah.
band, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, these things happen, Zakk, you know, you just move on and
Yeah,
go
just roll the
home. Like,
punches, you know? I mean, you know, you just move on.
if you haven't seen it, you need to definitely check it out. It is absolutely fantastic, Zakk. And it gets me thinking, do you have any more in the works?
Yeah, well, you know, we have, I mean, obviously we're going to be, we got the new single, I guess, you know, we're going to have End of Days. Then we have another one for You Made Me Want to Live. I'm thinking about might as well make videos for the rest of the record. You know,
Oh,
why not?
that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be super cool right there, Zakk.
Without.
Are you a big horror movie guy, Zakk? Or is you just
Yeah, I mean,
portraying?
I dig them all. I mean, obviously Jaws, The Exorcist, you know, things like that. So, yeah, but I mean, even all the other classics, like, you know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Hills Have Eyes, you know, like all the stuff from the late '70s and stuff like that, or '70s horror films and stuff like that. Yeah, they're all good, man.
Oh, I love that right there. And I know that was a true story for the Set You Free video, but like you can sort of see a bit of an influence of the old school horror in there, but not doubting that that actually went down back at your prom.
Yes, without a doubt. And like you said, we can't stress enough the horror of my high school prom. So yeah, that's definitely it was definitely the influence.
Oh, love that right there, Zakk. Hey, I was checking things out, and like you have just got such an established sort of back catalog of achievements and things. It's just amazing. I was going through some things, stuff that I didn't realize that you're a part of. Like you popped on up on a song with Ludacris. You've got your hot sauce, all this kind of thing. What's the sort of most crazy thing that you've been a part of outside of music?
Um, I don't know. You know, I guess the crazy thing would be the Black Label Society. All the guys in the band keep asking, "Why are you still here and when are you leaving?" That's, for them, that's, I guess that's the crazy part. Why I'm still here, but no, you know, I mean, like you said, all the stuff that I've been involved with, you know, usually I either get a phone call or playing on William Shatner's record. I mean, that was pretty mind blowing. You know, being
Whoa.
a huge fan since I was a kid. You know, going to watching Star Trek and everything like that, and then I'm on his record. You know, things like that are always pretty mind blowing, man. You know, I mean, you know, like you said, truly blessed.
Most definitely, man. I didn't even realize that you popped up on an episode of Bones. How did that come about?
Yeah, I mean, well, I mean, any of those, you know, when I get up, get asked to do those shows or whatever, you know, it's either people, it's, you know, you have friends who know friends or whatever, and they're just like,
Yeah.
hey, oh, you know Zakk or whatever. Why don't I ask Zakk to do this? Or they're like, yeah, let me blow a phone call into him, see if he wants to, you know. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds like it'd be a hoot, man. You know, I mean, it'd be a laugh. So obviously, that's how a lot of those things happen.
Yeah, sort of not what you know, who you know sort of thing. Like I like
You
that
know,
right there, Zakk.
totally, man. You know.
Do you have any future acting plans or anything like that for fans to look out for in the future?
Well, nothing right now, but you know, like you said, I mean, any of those things that I've like a rock star movie or any of those things that I've done in the past, like I said, you get asked to do. You know, it's like, hey, would you be interested in doing this thing? I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? It's like, well, the character he drinks beer and shoots guns and plays guitar all day. I go, you're going to pay me for this, you know? So it's just
It's going to be hard for you to get in character for that one.
yeah, that was a stretch right there. But I mean, but no, it was a great time. Really good people, and it just tons of laughs. I mean, so it's always a good time.
Yeah, I like that with Rockstar too. So I assume you keep in contact with Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah, I mean, well, put it this way: whenever I've run into him again, or some of the people that know each other, like I said, everybody making that movie, Mark Wahlberg, Jen, everybody that was on it, Dominic West, and Jason Fleming, all the people, Steve Herrick, the director, they're all super cool people, man.
Oh, I love that right there. And your life is pretty much out there for everyone to see, Zakk. But I was just wondering, and I've already had a whole bunch of laughs just talking to you. Is there anything that would spin your fans out to find out about you? Something totally off key, like aside from all the porn watching and whatnot?
Um, I don't know, or I don't know. Like you said, it's pretty much we put it all out there, anyways.
Yeah.
What,
Yeah.
what you could legally watch. We got to keep it some form of PG over here. But
I think we'll leave it at that, Zakk. I don't want to move on any further because we don't know what you're getting into right there. Oh, I love that right there. All right, man. We touched on it a little bit earlier. You're talking about getting out on the road. You're gonna tour with Doom Crew Inc. and put this album out to the world over the next couple of years. Is there any serious talks about getting down under with it?
yeah, without a doubt. I mean, like you said, soon as soon as everything down in Australia, New Zealand, and everything like that opens up, and everybody can start coming back down again, and nobody's getting sick and everything like that. Of course, I think the whole rest of I mean, the whole world wants to get back to doing what they were doing before COVID hit. I mean, everybody just really wants to get back to having a good time.
Yeah, most definitely. And you're the person to do it with, Zakk. And I think this next thing you're going to be able to, I think you'll get amongst this. You've been out to Australia a few times, no doubt. Do you have a good Australian accent, Zakk?
No, but I still listen to my Olivia Newton-John records religiously. So but if I do have an accent, it's because of her.
Can you give us one?
This is as Australian. Wait, um, what would it be? Well, I would say, well, put it this way. What we had JD dressed up as a koala in the End of Days video to represent the Australian and New Zealand chapters. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I love that right there, Zakk. You are a great man. You have given me an absolute bunch of laughs. Really appreciate you taking time out to chat with us, man. You took me off guard with the porn thing right at the start, and it sort of threw me off key. It has just been so much fun. Be sure to hit this man up, facebook.com/Black Label Society, or the guy here is linktree.com, Zakk Wylde BLS. That's got links to everything, and pick up that new album, Doom Crew Inc. It is an instant classic. Zakk Wylde, thank you so much for taking some
I
time out.
keep telling a wife, but I'm not getting any foot massages or shoulder rubs, but I'll remind her of that. I'll say, hey, Father Ned said so as well.
Oh, thanks, Zakk. Appreciate it.
All right, my brother. By now, you take care of yourself, and hopefully we'll see you soon, my brother.